Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and to part 10 of this build series for the Dornier Do17. This is the final part, so and we have a lot to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mask off all the bits that we need to mask off for the painting. So the idea is to paint the top half in the I'm just referring to the top half in the 242, the bottom half in the 65 matte aircraft matte blue, and the pattern in the 241. There you go. I'm over to right. So there we go. So what we'll do, we'll get and I need a pair of scissors for this, because in fact the scissors is going to play a big part in today's proceedings. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tip this up on while it's on. Because there's a bit right, there's a bit at the bottom. I'll tell you what, I might actually use a thinner one, because this is a 1mm masking tape, and it's because I'm just having a look. There's a so I'll try cutting it off and we'll give it a go. The question is just trying to manipulate, trying to manipulate the tape. is to try and manipulate. So we just want another small just I just wish I could find the end of this because it's there we go, right. Trying to manipulate. I'll tell you what. What? Well, I'll tell you what, if I'll just have to do it like that, I think. I'll just go and cut this bit off. And this, just a case of just gonna have to do it like that, I think. I can't get it to the there we go, I found the end again. Right, there we go. Right, now then, I'm going to try to do the same on the other side now. it's just a case of just, I'm going to have to do square lines, I think. I've done the best I can with that, but okay, so what we'll do now is I'll just put some more masking tape on, and then we can get to paint the underside of the aircraft. Okay, so just bear with me and I'll be back in a bit. Excuse me. Right, what we're going to do now is get the painting, and we're going to be using the number 65 matte aircraft blue. Let's give it a bit of a shake first before we do anything else, because it doesn't seem to want to come out. Doesn't seem to want to come out. Come on. See what? I just wondered if I just snip the top off. Or this is just going to put the whole, make the whole bit bigger. There we go. At least we know that there's some on there. And I should have some. There we go. Now I've got my. Just going to thin it just a little bit. Make it go a bit further. There we go. Going to use that a bit later again for the. Just give it a bit of a mix up. So what I'll do is I'll switch over to the hyperlapse now and we'll get this all done. Okay. Okay guys, well I've actually gone and put a second coat down. So here is where we, so that is pretty much touch dry, I think. So I can now start to think about getting this one on, the 242. So we're going to get that on. And that's all right. There we go. And I'm not going to thin it this time because of what I've done. What I did. Excuse me. What I didn't realise is that if you put thinner into these next generation paints, it thins it even further. So so hence me putting on the second coat. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to actually turn it up on its side there, because I need to go. I'm going to have to do this by eye. I just hope it doesn't bleed onto the paint underneath. So there. Right, now then, what we can do now is on the other side is that we just do nope. If we do it, I've got paint all over my fingers now, but never mind. What we do is tip it onto this side, and we just do and it's just spotted a bit of masking tape that didn't come off. Yeah, that's the way up. And all we got to do is just do that. Now what we can do is to go and get the flat brush, and this is where I needed the that's what I was looking for. There we go. The flat brush. And this is where we can now start to think about doing the top half of the aircraft. Okay, so there we go. I'll just switch over to the hyperlapse now, and I'll get this finished. Okay guys, well it won't take us long to get the propellers all painted up, so we can get that done in a minute. So it won't take us long. And then once we've I'm just using a bit of blue tack just to go and hold it while I'm painting the propeller blades. Because the next job would be to go and put on well, basically to go and put the clear parts that go in there into these holes. Also, speaking of holes, I've got to I think I've got the wrong kind of stand, so what I'm going to have to do is to drill is to cut out a slot for the aircraft stand to go on, to go in, so it just makes it a bit easier to get the hopefully so excuse me. So anyway, yeah, hopefully it'll just make it a bit easier for me to get the aircraft onto the stand. Well, that's the propellers all painted up, so we can just leave those to dry for a bit, and I'll just put that in there. And now what we can do, we can get the 241. This is a bit of a darker green, and and hopefully, fingers crossed, if we can't get any paint bleed, well, we can get the camouflage, get the pattern on. Okay, so I'll be back in a bit. Okay, guys. Well, what we're going to do now is to get the I've got the masking on now for camouflage. This one, because this is going to be the one that we're going to be using now. So let's let this can come out. There we go. It's a bit of a darker colour, but so I'll just switch over to the hyperlapse and we'll get this all done. All right. That's all done now, and so what we're going to do now is we're going to get the canopy masking off. So let's just see whether that will come. I couldn't care less if this video was going to go on for ages. Oh, come on. I think that's just a little bit of right, there we go. Right, let's Well, there's one bit of masking, canopy masking off. There's another. Well, I'll say what I'll do, guys. I'll switch over to the hyperlapse again, and we'll just continue. We'll get the masks off now. So, all right. Okay guys, you know what's coming now. Getting to the point now where I need to really finish this now, and so we're going to put it's decal time now, because we're going to decorate it, and so what we're going to do now is I'll just once again switch over to the hyperlapse, and we'll get the decals on, shall we? Okay guys, you've noticed that I've actually put the aircraft on its stand, and that's going to be its final resting place. Okay, I will fix that up with some plastic magic when I get some time, but in the meantime, let's get the last few bits and pieces on, shall we? Let's get the last few bits and pieces on so that we can get this thing finished. Right. Okay, there's a couple of clear parts that need to go in as well, so, and I've got to think about getting up for work in the morning, so okay, that's not going to work. Let's try that on that one. Let's try this one. No, it's not going to go in. Right, so here's what we're going to do. I'll need my sprue cutters for this. We'll just cut this a little bit off. because then hopefully that will just in fact, I'll see what might be better. Just doing that and then just sticking it on. Just stick the whole bloody thing on. There we go, that's on. Right, there we go. That's the props on. Right. Now we've got some clear parts to get on. So let's go and get them in. So this is one that goes in there, in here. So we'll just get that on briefly. I'm just going to use some plastic magic for this because it means and it goes in. It's a landing light, so right, and then we just come on to the and it's just a case of getting these last two off. So once again I'll use a bit of plastic magic. I'll just use a bit of plastic magic in there. So I deliberately left these off so that we can. And last but not least, and the final piece of the jigsaw. And there you have it. One completed Dornier Do17. Okay. Well, guys, that's it for this build series. The Dornier is now on its stand. I can see it on the shelf there. Okay, so I'm off to bed now, so I'm going to end the video here right now. It's right. The next video is going to be the unboxing video for the C-47 Skytrain. And I'll try and fit in the top 10 video of my Airfix kits that I want to build in 2025. So I'll try and fit that in as well. So in the meantime, guys, thanks ever so much for watching. If you like it, give it a thumbs up, and comment, subscribe, and share. So in the meantime, guys, thanks a lot, and I'll see you for the unboxing of the C-47. Good night.